and welcome to today's speaker card reading. Today's topic is what do people say about you after you leave the room? For that, as usual, we have three piles. Pile number one, Hierophant. Pile number two, Devil. Pile number three, Queen of Swords. Guys, if you like my content, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Now, let's get started. Hello, pile one. Let's see what do people say about you after you have left the room. Okay, starting with the astro dice. Oh my god. Sagittarius, Gemini. Very flamboyant, very attractive, fiery, feisty, very determined kind of person. A lot of fiery signs like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, um, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, active, social. You guys are very social people, extremely active, extremely social, very, very diligent people. Peacock, let yourself stand out and be noticed. You guys are the kind of people who tend to stand out in the crowd. You guys are the kind of people who tend to stand out, and you are the kind of people who are easily noticed. You have that charisma, you have that power, that boldness to turn heads easily. You are a head turner. That's what people say the moment you leave the room. Give yourself permission to experience joy. Exactly. You know what? You guys are the kind of people who are very vivacious, joyful. I'm seeing a lot of you come across as you looking very youthful as a result. Also, people just assume that you guys look youthful because you're so charming, so vivacious, lively. These are the adjectives I can think of right off the bat. You guys, you know what people say? You also make others very like youthful. You guys make others very young. Like people love your company in general. People just love being with you, being around you. If you are single, especially in the dating pool, you could be very popular because people want to be with you. Virgo can be significant for a lot of you. You are good enough. You are more than good enough. You guys are the kind of people who are more than good enough. Confidence. You're very confident people. You know what? You are the kind of people who do not let others decide anything for you. You are the kind of people who decides things for their own selves. Two of Pentacles. When life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. Very balanced people. A lot of Librans I can see right off the bat, of course. Very balanced, very um mm, very pragmatic yet spiritual. You are a go-getter. At the same time, you are somebody who is you can act as a child, almost like the wide-eyed child. At the same time, you can be equally mature while it come when it's needed. You have that balance in you. You guys are also very forthright, upright, very solid, emotionally strong kind of people. That's what people say. Individuals, rather. Ace of Swords, look at you. You are bursting with sparkly new ideas. Exactly. Virgo can be significant for a lot of you, by the way. You guys are like very innovative people, very out of the box thinker. A lot of you have a lot of ideas. A lot of you could be very entrepreneurial. I mean, I've seen a lot of people who are doing day job, but they have a lot of ideas which they want to implement. Some of you probably you started like you do some side hustle with your own innovative ideas. That is a possibility for a lot of you. Like literally, you guys are the kind of people who have a lot of creative innovative ideas. It would take a hell of a lot more to defeat you. Exactly. People say this is a person who has a lot of your spirits is something which cannot be deemed easily. People literally say that this is a person who cannot be defeated. Like this is a person who knows what their worth is, and this person cannot be defeated easily. For sure, Eight of Swords, stop overthinking and just do it. You are the kind of person, you are a go-getter in life. You guys are the kind of people who are go-getters, who are you do not overthink, you just do things. You guys are like in a go 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 kind of a mode. I'm seeing someone who has been punched in the gut, who has been written off by society, but you are somebody today. Who you are, it's all because of your own zeal. You guys have that zeal to survive, to succeed. That's what people say. Yeah, I mean, you guys are the kind of people whom others do not tend to mess with anymore. You have proven your worth. People have tried to pull you down, but you have proven your worth, and that's what people say, that this is such a worthy individual. Page of Cups. Let yourself be continually surprised by this thing called life. Exactly. You are like a wide eyed child who is being surprised by life. This is something which is very like it is something that is there all the time. Be honest with yourself. You guys are very straightforward, honest people. You're very straightforward, very someone who is not afraid to speak the truth. Someone who is a little like, you're known for being a truth teller, someone who speaks truth right at face. That no, at times unknowingly also, you have spoken things, you have said things to people which you have unknowingly hurt people. That's what I'm saying. And people talk about it, that I wish like you have become at times unnecessarily unpopular without even any intention. Intentionally you were not hurting people, it's just that you said something without gauging the pulse of the situation or the room, and people took it in a wrong way. That kind of thing has also happened. So there is a shadow side as well, as you can see. So if it triggers you, please move on. Make the change. Another thing, guys, I've heard like someone called me a trickster because I can't show my whole astrodice all at once while shuffling, because there is serious lackage of space. It's a side hobby preservation that I do with this thing. So what I do is I have to keep it. I do not have that space to keep that whole astrodice box right in front of you guys. I'm so sorry. So if you want to move on, instead of doing negative comments, it's better that you guys move on. If you feel that I'm trying to trick you guys, I'm so sorry. Anyways, make the change. You guys are the kind of people who have really changed their own life on their own accord. You guys are the kind of people who have really transformed. You have really managed to transform and modify your own self for better. That is something that I can see. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly. You are a kind of person who do not need, who is very emancipated, who is very liberal, very forward thinking. You guys are the kind of people who think like, you guys are the kind of people who are very liberated, very liberal, someone who thinks uh, in a very progressive manner, for sure. The Hierophant, a lot of you are very good teachers and mentor figures. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. Exactly. You are the kind of people who are non-conformist. You're the kind of teacher, if you are a geography teacher and you're teaching people about some landscape, of course, you would probably take them out in the nature and try to make them understand that. For a history teacher, you would probably take them to a historical site. For an economics teacher, you will cite a lot of public, like a proper real life example rather than just being bookish. Like, you guys are a little non-conformist, a little anti-establishment. People might call you a bit of a rebel as a result, but you are like a refreshing change. You are like a refreshing change. Be bold and make the first move. You guys are very bold, very decisive people. Somebody who are not afraid to make the moves in their life. You guys are so bold and determined. Alright, guys, I hope you've got some clarity. If yes, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile two. Let's see. What do people say after you leave the room, starting with the Astrodice? Okay, Leo, no self imposed limitations. Belief become. You know what? You guys are the kind of people say, you guys are, you have a lot of faith in your own self. You do not limit. I'm saying you're coming from a place where you have imposed a lot of limitations on yourself. Today, you don't. You guys are very fiery, feisty. A lot of Leos, Aries, a lot of Scorpios. Let's see, rest, what would happen? I'll see. Show the world the real you. People, I'm seeing you have a lot of admirers. You guys are slowly showing what you're truly capable of. There was a time when you were literally, you felt very, very dismayed. From there, you have walked your way up and you have a lot of admirers. As they say, the fanboys, you have a lot of that, fanboys and fangirls who really speak well about you, say nice things behind your back. Hold your vision. People also call you a visionary, somebody who knows where they want to be at 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line, etc. Capricorn can be significant for a lot of you. Your hard work is paying off. You guys are seen as those people who are very hardworking. You have worked very hard, and you are now getting the truth. Now the world is getting to appreciate what you bring on table. That's what people say, that this person has worked very hard with very little accomplishments to show on paper, with very little acknowledgement. Now they are getting their dues. You had to survive a lot of battle for survival in general. Take charge with authority. You guys are seen as authoritarian. You are the kind of people who are very authoritarian. You take charge and you lead from the front. You are the kind of person who is very authoritarian, very you are the kind of person who leads from the front, but that is today. You do not give two hoots to the society. When you were drowning, nobody was there. Today, when I'm seeing a lot of you have with this kind of arrangements, with the battle, a lot of you have suffered with some self-imposed limitations, procrastination, imposter syndrome, some addictions. You have been told like you're not good enough, your parents splitting up early, something which made you, like, which tormented you, especially as a teenager. But slowly you learn to stop giving two hoots to what the society would say about you, and started doing things which mattered to you the most. Aries can be significant for a lot of you. Very Martian people today. Today you have become a goal driven person, someone who is just driven to achieve their own goals and missions in life. You don't care what others think about you. Slay them all. You guys have managed to slay the dragons. You have managed to slay the dragons in your life. You can always rewrite the story. You have literally rewritten the story of others. You guys have literally rewritten the story of your past. You are the kind of people who have rewritten their life story in general. Take control of your own narrative. You guys are the kind of people who are very much in control. You're very autonomous people. Someone who has been the architects and the alchemists of their own destiny. Someone who literally, a lot of people thought that you would give up, but you never did, and people talk about it that this is a person who rose like a phoenix from the ashes. And from that, what you realize was, when I was drowning, you guys didn't even give me a finger, and today you want a piece of the cake. Not happening. So that makes a lot of people call you very arrogant. Maybe you have become a little sarcastic towards those people, those veiled snakes, those you know that they are bad people, they are there for their own reasons, and that's it. You guys are probably a little sarcastic towards them. You're also very autonomous, like too independent, too autonomous for someone else's test. Summer, bask in joy and light. You guys are the kind of people who are very, like, you are slowly getting recognized for who you are. You are slowly getting the recognition. Camel, trust that you have the resources to get through the challenges before you. You are the kind of people who are turned out to be very, very resourceful. You guys are the kind of people. You guys are the kind of people who are very resourceful, who are very generic, very purposeful. Someone who has really they have used their, they have been through a lot in life, but they never give up. Your story is that of somebody who stood there, who fought the battle, who never gave up. Tiger, you're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. You are the kind of person who are very good at leadership roles. You guys are a true leader. You are a natural leader who leads from the front. Cat, it's time to strike out on your own and relinquish your over dependency on others. You are the kind of people who are very independent, extremely self reliant, very independent, very very, you do not depend on others. Like, your life has taught you to not, like, moment you start depending on someone else, things start to, like, you have probably noticed, like, people start taking advantage of me. If I'm independent, nobody will be able to take any advantage of me. Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. You guys are the kind of people who have really managed to unveil the gifts. You guys have really managed to unveil the your identity. You guys have literally managed to unveil your identity. Leo can be significant for a lot of you. Don't let pride get in your way. You are the kind of people who are very humble. People talk about the fact that this is a person who has scaled a lot of heights in their life, but they are also, humility is something that they still have retained that. Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Pisces can be significant for a lot of you. You guys have managed to balance spirituality and practicality. You guys are the kind of people who really, how to balance. Like, that's what people say about you. This person knows how to balance spirituality, and this is a person who is a very balanced person, who is neither too spiritual nor too pragmatic. Your energy is gaining momentum. You're slowly but surely, you are getting your dues for sure. That's what people are saying. People also say that this is a person, your sense of boundary is very strong. You do not let people walk all over you. I'm seeing a lot of you probably would allow others to do it earlier. You have gotten better dressed, you have become better dressed. Devil, there is a sense of illusion. I'm seeing you're also very private as a person, like someone who has a social life, but there is an aspect of your life which is, like, there is a sense of mystery, but someone who is very classy. You dress in a very classy manner, most of you, or you look very dapper in classy outfits. You look very well. Like, I'm saying, like, maybe it's a little old fashioned, maybe a vintage watch, maybe a string of pearls, maybe some gold pieces. Those were like heirloom, handed down by your predecessors, something of that sort. Queen of Cups. You guys are the kind of people who have, you guys are significantly visible today, but at the same time you are a person who haven't forgotten where you came from. You are eternally grateful for the life that you have today. You guys are seen. People literally talk about the fact that this is a person who is really, she has been or he has been the winner after fighting all of their battles. A win-win outcome is the forecast. Libra can be significant for a lot of you. You guys are seen as winners in life. You guys are seen as those people who have won in life despite all odds. All right, guys, I hope you've got some clarity. If yes, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. Namaste. Hello, hello, pile 3. What do people say about you after you leave the room? Okay, starting with the Astrodice, fiery determination, Aquarius, Taurus. You know what? People say this is a person who has a lot of drive to achieve things, who are also very determined. Like your mental determination is robust, you're also very ahead of your times. That's what people say the moment you leave the room, right off the bat. Now, productivity, you guys are very productive, very very, like, you are like the busy bee. I'm seeing you cannot sit idle. That's what people say, like this person cannot sit idle. Okay, but sometimes it's all about rainbows and smiles. You are also someone who knows how to enjoy life, how to work hard. You are the kind, okay, so here you go. You are the type who works hard, who party harder, who takes a lot of vacations, as you know how to relax, you know how to live life on your own terms. 10 of wands, why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? You guys are the kind of people who do not believe in, literally you are the kind of people, you do not believe in complicating things. On the contrary, you believe in simplifying your life and others' lives as well. Six of Wands, you're kind of a big deal. So start acting like it. You know what I'm saying? You're getting a lot of attention. You guys are getting a lot of attention nonetheless. You guys are getting what, like, you have worked very hard for, you're getting your dues. That kind of a scenario I can see. Like, you guys are seen as head turners. A lot of you are, you could be like very well dressed, very well put together all the time. Someone who really is seen as, people tend to look up to. See, a lot of people are looking up to you. A lot of you could be like very fashionista type, like your style is something people try to copy. Your personality is something that people try to copy. You're very popular amongst the younger people, especially people who are younger than you. You can be young, but you, if you're in your 20s, the teens could be following you, copying you. That's what I'm saying. Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. You're walking on the right path of abundance and success. That is something that people tell you all the time. Like, this is a person who is walking on the right path of abundance and success. Broom can be significant. Like, broom literally signifies that you guys cleaning up. A lot of you probably could be very much into dusting and cleaning. Some of you tidy up your life so that you can make more space for something better. Exactly, you guys have really tidied up your life for, in order to make space for things that really do matter to you. Knight of Cups, romanticize the present moment every chance you get. You guys have managed to romanticize your life. You tend to romanticize. I'm seeing a lot of you, probably just a cute cup, maybe a cute pair of socks. Like, you tend to romanticize your life, full stop. That is something that I can see. Do you feel that in your heart? That's potential. You have, like, you know what, people literally say that this person has a lot of potential. They have a lot of potential. They can really do a lot of things which are literally, I mean, they are yet to fulfill. Like, a lot of people say that you're very underrated. That's what people say. You are also a person who is also very private in a way. Like, you probably, a lot of you prefer your own company. You do not really care a lot about the social norms. You probably prefer the company of your own self, or someone of the, or maybe your cats or dogs, having multiple pets, I can see, or like working with strays, feeding strays, volunteer work. Those are your stuff. Judgment. All the signs say that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Exactly. You guys are exactly where you're supposed to be at. That's something I can see. Okay, Four of Swords. Why aren't you resting? You guys are the kind of people for whom, why aren't you resting? Like, you guys are the kind of people who are very driven. You have the drive to achieve, to succeed. You guys are very, very driven people in general. Justice, stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. Exactly. You guys are seen as very fair and just people. You are the kind of people who are very fair, extremely just, very, a lot of animal things, animal rights activism, volunteer work, animal lover, walking for feeding stray animals. Though you probably prefer the company of animals more than humans. That's something for a lot of you could be true as well. You're very compassionate, you're very community minded. You live the life on your own terms. That is something that people say, that this is a person who doesn't care about a lot of things that we care about in general. You live, you dance to the tunes of your own beats. That's what people say about you. And this is a very unpredictable person in a way, somebody whom they cannot put a finger on. They tried to manipulate you, but they just couldn't, because you are way beyond their comprehension. You're also very smart, very smart, very erudite. I'm getting a lot of intellectual vibes, like double masters, PhD, someone who was probably not that great as a student but now are doing excellent in their life. Nine of Cups, live in a constant state of gratitude. You guys live with a constant state of gratitude, with an attitude of gratitude, that you guys are grateful for whatever life has thrown at you. That is something I can see for a lot of you. You are very grateful for the life that you have in general. Like, you know what, you guys are seen as achievers. That is what, like, we tend to cry, creep and complain about very minuscule things. You do not do that. You tend to really be like, you are grateful for, this is what I have and this is what I'm grateful for. Don't you dare lower your voice for anyone. Exactly. You do not lower your voice for others. You are a person who do not lower their voice for others. You are a person, Queen of Swords is a very honest, fair, and square kind of a person. You treat everybody equally, but the manipulators tend to stay the F away from you. That's what people say, that this is a person who can also be a little sarcastic, especially around people who are manipulative. Like, you see right through people's facade and nonsense, and you don't give two hoots to them. You're that kind of a very authentic people. Honest, authentic, fair and square. That's what people say. Eight of Cups. I'm seeing a lot of gossip mails. Lot of gossips happen. A lot of you are probably single, or like something related to your personal life, your love life can spark a lot of gossip. Anyways, Eight of Cups. If your life feels stale, explore some new scenery. Exactly. You guys have explored some new sceneries. You guys are the kind of people who tend to explore a lot of new sceneries. You guys are the kind of people who tend to you tend to travel a lot. You guys are the seen as the explorers of the society. Chariot, very driven people. You have the innate drive to achieve something. You guys, like, no matter what life has shown me, I need to go ahead and achieve my dreams. Blue Heron, make a stand for what I believe in and do what feels right in spite of any judgment or disapproval from others. You guys are seen as those people who are you make a stand for your own self. You have the guts and gumption to make a stand for your own self, for sure. Mural, be your own first priority. You have learned to prioritize your life, and you guys tend to self prioritize a lot. You guys have learned to manage and prioritize your life, for sure. You are the kind of people who knows that this is who I am, this is where my priorities lie. Take yourself out on a date. You are the kind of people who tend to literally, you are so comfortable in your own company. Probably a lot of you go out on solo dates with yourself and you're totally comfortable with that. That's what I can see. Like, people really admire, because it's a very admirable quality, by the way. Take a chance on them. I'm seeing a lot of people, they wish that you would take a chance on them. I'm seeing a lot of admirers that you have. Alright, guys, I hope you've got some clarity. If yes, please hit the like button, subscribe, share, comment. Thank you. Namaste.